What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Geoffrey Reacts again. Today we're going to react to a new Stories of Sodor video called Stories of Sodor Fallout. And this is by Victor Tanzig, and this will give off a 10 sort of closure to me and this series as a whole. From the Stories of Equestria Season 5 and Stories of Sodor Episode 5. So I could get rid of this, edge curse. And as well as to spread the edge curse to every single hater, if you will. Which means after this episode of reaction, the curse of edge is going to affect the haters. And I will do it with a simple snap. Starting with 3, 2, 1, clicky clack, we are back. Here we go.
The train, for its type, is the most powerful vehicle on land. And the engines of Sodor are the power behind the docks, industries and branch lines that make up the world-renowned Northwestern Railway. These are the stories of Sodor.
This is absurd. Why do I keep breaking down, Robert?
It looks like there's a defect in the manifold of your cooling system. How we missed it the last time, I don't know. But I promise we'll...
Excuse me, Mr. Hall. There's a telephone call for you.
Take a message. I'm busy.
The caller said it was urgent. They're from Wellsworth Realty. I say, what about me? Ugh, there goes the integrity of the modern workforce.
So you got it?
Well done, Rob. How do you feel?
Oddly serene. What do you mean by that? I used to live in that house when I was a boy. My mother died there. When I heard it was up for sale, I decided to visit out of morbid curiosity. I didn't know what to expect, but I was stunned that I felt happy. All of my best memories come from that place, so I decided to put in an offer. Now it's mine. Well, congratulations.
What was that?
What was that? I don't know. It sounds like it came from Brendan. Perhaps someone's having a dockside celebration.
That was not a dockside
if there was a party,
celebration.
I would have heard about it.
Has the day finally come where something slipped by you, Terence?
Bite your tongue. I must say it's a beautiful sunset, except the sun went down ages ago. And that's south, not west.
That was a fire.
Come on, chaps. We better head down. They might need all hands.
Oh, crap. Told you it was a mass genocide. Thomas? Oh no. Wait a minute. Something's paralleling. That was me in my comatose stay in the hospital. Yeah, I had a really bad anxiety attack, punched my hand on the fan, and then I landed in the hospital and felt unconscious comatose for a day or so, and then I had really bad anxiety, and it was wild, to be honest. So I'm just going to stick to my good path to the good future. Haters can hate because they cannot beat me. They cannot beat a green pony in the pink Escalade.
How is he, sir? Not good, but Mr. Hall and his men are doing their best to save him.
Then we have nothing to worry about. After what they did for Barry.
Barry didn't have a petrol tanker blow up in his face. Ugh, bloody Benson. If he wasn't already dead, I'd kill him.
You'd have to get behind me first.
All right, engines, settle down. I understand your feelings, but we need to focus. We have a lot of work to do to repair the damage done here. On that note, take extra care when hauling away any scrap. Not just run exploded ordnance, but body parts. Body parts? Yes, Benson wasn't the only one who died. A number of dock workers and naval personnel were caught in the blast. How many? Last I heard, 23. Jesus Christ, I'm almost afraid to ask.
23. That was like one of my biggest parties on the birthday-wise. 23rd birthday. That was a really good birthday for me.
What next? Here's an idea. Don't.
Okay, they're cleaning up the wreckage. There's 10 cents. The engines look really concerned. Once again, that was me in the hospital in a comatose state for a little bit. That literally was me, Thomas the Tank Engine. I was literally Thomas in a comatose state and no one understood what was going on. Makes you really think on how nice people are in society these days, huh? I don't think so. But anyways, we gotta clean up this railway. It'll be the same way as fixing Equestria from those explosions in the hive mind behind this whole monstrosity of that stuff. Come to think of it, I think it's time for after this video, I'm going to fight the hive mind.
Well, he's still touch and go. How's the investigation coming? Slowly. We're having a lot of difficulty trying to figure out how all this started. No offense, Derek, but there isn't much mystery. Benson banged those trucks, blowing half the docks to hell and killing 35 men. 35? That's what it's up to. Fizzling fireboxes. Rest in pieces, Benson, you miserable bastard. Percy! No, Toby. I don't care if it's in poor taste to badmouth the dead.
Exactly, never badmouth the dead people. Respect the dead Americans and people who fought in the wars to protect this planet.
That khaki cad caused all this and put my best friend in the works. And the worst part is, he won't pay for it. He got off easy. Benson, stay back. That train is unsafe. Do not give me orders. If I want to move, I'll... What? How'd that happen?
You know, it's a good thing my pony is not named Benson. It's a good thing because if I was named Benson in real life, then I would have been charged for arson, which, thank God, I'm not that kind of person. I am not that kind of man. I don't know anything about munitions.
Aye, how did it? What was that, Toby? I don't think Benson was responsible. How can you say that? You saw him bump that train. A train that was on track 1, but it was the vans on track 2 that started burning. Oh my God, you're right. They were directly in front of you and me, Bruce. You had to have seen it. Yeah, I did. But why did they only start burning after Benson bumped that train? It could have been a coincidence. Regardless, we should report this to Mickey. He's at the scrapyard processing the wreckage. I see. That would square with our findings. The blast did seem to emanate from a point more towards the center of the pier, but I doubt we'll ever be able to determine how it started. Why not? If there was any evidence, it would have been destroyed. Well, at the risk of pointing fingers, the factory at Krusty Kern does have a history of mishandling munitions. Perhaps we should send some people up to... What's that? Live round! Clear out!
Clear out, we got a live round.
Move back, lads! Ah, damn it! My valve gear elevator's jammed!
Oh no.
I'll get him! Stay put, Toby! I've got this! Mickey, what are you doing? Move! No.
Damn! He just died a hero. Well, you know what they say. You either die a hero or you live really long enough to become a villain. I'd rather be the hero and stick to the hero route. Sorry, haters. I'm a hero. Now they're checking on Donald.
Please tell me he's going to be alright, sir. He will be, Henry. Donald suffered only minor damage. He'll be out of the works in a few days. We have Mickey to thank for that. It took real bravery to make such a sacrifice. Indeed, we lost a true legend today. What about Thomas, sir? How's he doing? I spoke to Mr. Hall while I was at the works. He told me that Thomas did not survive his injuries.
I'm sorry to say this, but Thomas is going to come back. He's going to be revived. So I already sensed it, like, when I was in the hospital, like, unconscious. Like, I had a premonition of future events. And my future events were good. So, yeah, Thomas is coming back.
What? I'm sorry, Percy, but our number one is gone.
No, it's part of a cover-up operation. It's part of a cover-up operation.
What's going to happen to his remains, sir? The scrapyard at Kildane is closed until further notice, and the one at Barrow is still overloaded. Therefore, his body will be transported to Barry Island in Wales. Francis will be taking him there tomorrow as part of a long-distance goods train to Cardiff. I'd like to be there, sir, to say goodbye. Of course. Anyone else who wants to pay their respects may do so as well. Don't worry about any scheduling conflicts. I'll deal with that.
Even steam engines need funerals too. That's why Smudger, the narrow gauge generator... That's why Smudger died in My Digital Escape, which I do have to make a chapter 9 to that. Or chapter 8, whatever, because the adventure never ends. Because there's one rule that Reverend Audrey says that you can never kill off Thomas the Tank Engine. You just can't. And that's why Thomas the Tank Engine is going to return in the Dazzlings fan animation, and I'm going to be a character too.
Did he suffer? No, he was unconscious most of the time. We also made sure he was filled to the brim with green water. That's good. You know, the first time I met Thomas, I asked him to help bike me up Gordon's Hill. He was a real cheeky blighter back then and said, "All right, but I don't accept haggis payment." He would...
I mean, I don't know what haggis tastes like, but I don't know what haggis is like, so I'm not sure what it would be like. So, I mean, I've had eggs, corned beef, and hash, so I guess that's one way to have haggis.
Taking the piss, of course, and helped me out even though I was from a rival company.
I mean, I would do that too. I'll help anyone from a rival company as long as they're willing to be nice to me. Learn respect.
And when I worked on the Farquhar branch, he never hesitated to help whenever my engine failed. He was a good man. So was Mickey. Yes, they were. Donald!
Yeah, my OC and myself is a good man too, so ha.
Donald! Terence, what is it? Sorry to come barging in like this, but I have news about Mr. Zorro's case. The coppers got a match on the bullets that killed him. They trace back to 2 possible murders. One was against a bloke named Gregory Hall.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pause it. Pause it. You did not just say that, Victor Tanzig. You did not just say the name of an actual sexual predator in your video like that. I am sorry. You did not just say that. That is a pure coincidence right there.
Wasn't that Rob's uncle? Wait.
Wait. So, this is fucking coincidence right here. The fact that there's a Gregory Hall in the Stories of Sodor named after a actual sexual predator. What a pure coincidence.
Why'd you say 2 possible murders? The other one is from 1938. The investigators at the time were certain it was a suicide.
A suicide? Like, what kind? Like, it was depth. Oh, it was depth. That's why. I'm kind of dealing with money problems too, so I need money for support.
She was drowning in debt, the bank had just taken her house, and the gun was registered to her husband, who had recently died. But since the weapon was never found, they couldn't say for sure she killed herself. What was her name? Angela Creedy.
Wait, so there actually is a Angela somewhere? Oh no, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Not the fucking talking Angela shit right there.
I was about 8 years old when you last saw
It's fucking connected. Talking Angela and Gregory Hall. It's freaking connected.
me. My brother and I watched you go by with the goods train. Our father was the guard.
Honestly, it's a good thing I never played Talking Angela. It's a good thing.
I meant to ask him about his father, but forgot. You mean Michael? There was a porter named Gregory Hall. He became an angry drunk whose wife disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
It sounds coincidental, doesn't it? That the real life Gregory Hall is turning into the same one in this video, an angry drunk.
The one time I asked about Aunt Rita, he broke a beer bottle over my head. My father had a service revolver from when he fought in the First World War. It went missing.
I had a replica of, I think it was a replica of a revolver, but it belonged to my grandma and grandpa's house, but it was a pellet gun. So what the hell is going on?
After he died, when I saw you at the works, you looked like you were at death's door. I also had a strange
Yes, so was I. This is a strange phase of deja vu, like me at death's door for a moment.
feeling of deja vu. I'm not sure why. What was his name? Michael Creedy? Did he have a family? Aye, a wife and 2 boys.
Son of a bitch!
What? I know who's behind this! Donald? What's going on? You're Michael Creedy's boy! Yes? Didn't I mention that? Who's Michael Creedy? He was one of our guards back in the day. He died in 1938 after a faulty signal caused Henry to crash into the back of my train.
Yeah, it sounds like an odd coincidence.
Mighty odd coincidence we both had accidents the same year you arrived. Do you blame us for killing your father? Was Geoffrey just in the wrong place at the wrong time?
Thank you, Donald! I told you I was at the wrong place at the wrong time all those times ago. Rule 56!
Whoa, settle down, Donald. You're acting balmy. No, I don't blame you or anyone else. I know what happened to my father was an accident.
Yeah, exactly. For me, mine was just an accident and self-defense. Self-defense and accidents are not crimes.
Did you also know the gun that killed your mother, uncle, and Mr. Zorro belonged to your father? Yes, I did. The coppers told me after I told them about my father's gun. What Terence said made me wonder, so I reported my suspicion to the police.
And trust me, I hang out with them, so I can hunt down any single cyberbully or any actual predator whenever I want. So don't screw with me.
I was shocked about my uncle and Mr. Zorro, and I'll admit, I hated them both.
Yeah, same here with similar man and a dragon. I hate them both. I hate their guts.
Uncle because he beat me and my brother every chance he got.
Yeah, because they're trying to cheat at the game of my story, which they'll never win at. This is my year. Year of the Capricorn, baby.
Mr. Zorro for not compensating my mother. I think I know why. Around the time of that accident, he discovered our chief accountant was embezzling from the railway. Wait, he wasn't lying? Who wasn't? Mr. Zorro. I saw him at Kildane the day Peter died. I told him who I was. I wanted to know why he didn't pay my mother. He told me about the accountant. I thought he was lying, so I told him to sod off. But you're saying he wasn't?
Well, at least I'm doing the same thing as the good Mr. Hall here. restoring and repairing ponies and engines back to their normal, happy-go-lucky selves.
No, it took months to straighten out our finances. Sounds like you had a strong motive to kill him, but I have an even stronger alibi.
Yeah, I don't want to kill anyone either. I don't want to kill any human or animal either.
I was at the scrapyard all night breaking down Peter's remains. When you derailed, I was here supervising the repairs of the coaches that had been vandalized. I was also here when Henry crashed. We had just brought in Barry. Didn't you see me? Fizzling.
Yeah, don't you remember rescuing Barry from the scrapyards?
Fireboxes. I did. And I suppose if you wanted him dead, you wouldn't have bothered trying to save him. What about the explosion at Brendam? A mechanically minded man like you would surely be able to do something. No.
And do you remember my story adaptation of called A Part of Me Stayed Behind, where I restored the bodies of Thomas and Gordon and me as a pony? So the Bronies and Thomas fans should be repaying me a favor for saving Thomas and Gordon in that story.
I wouldn't. I don't know anything about munitions. I swear, I had nothing to do with any of this. I don't want revenge on anyone. I'm not that type of man.
Yeah, me neither. I don't want revenge on anyone just as long as they don't get in my way. Wait a minute. There's one more character that is questionable in this.
What about your brother? Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, Michael. Oh, yeah, he has a... Not Michael, I meant, like... So, the repair guy, like, that was talking to Donald has a twin brother. I think his name was Rob or something. But whatever the case, Rob has a twin brother named Sean. It looks like there always is a Sean that is always jealous of a Geoffrey. Lori number 4. Lori 4 is like, what? I guess it's all the characters with a blue OC. They're like, what's going on? Those are visions, by the way. Visions to him, the murderer. And he's got a revolver, so I'm gonna have to censor that. I don't want to show an actual gun like that on my... I mean, maybe I'll keep it uncensored because there's not much blood in it, but it doesn't show the suicide. So I'm gonna leave it uncensored for that one risky moment. Besides, that's just a stock photo. It's not real. And boom goes the dynamite.
And just like that, it was over. No justice, no retribution, and only a tentative sense of closure. Sean Creedy didn't leave behind a note, so it was unclear how much of Sodor...
Yeah, that was me. That was me in the hospital, in a comatose state, and no one took notice. Makes you question how nice society was in the beginning part of this year as well, compared to the entirety of 2020, 21, 22, and 2023 for me. So please, let me do my leap year in a good stride. And don't break my stride. You cannot break me. You cannot take me. That's my rule. Rule 56.
Hardships were his fault. However, the weapon he used on himself was matched to the homicides of Mr. Zorro and Gregory Hall. He likely had something to do with the disaster at Brendam Docks.
Yeah, I don't know anything about mass genocide. I don't want to cause any genocide or murder or anything in real life. I'm a humble guy that likes to make sure all the civilization of humans and animals are safe.
Since one of his earlier jobs was working demolitions in a quarry.
Good thing I don't work at a quarry.
As an aside, the final count from that calamity was 56.
Rule 56, people. Gotta remember that. Rule 56.
Needless to say, Robert denounced his brother, calling him a murderer, a lunatic, and so much worse. There were whispers he might have been complicit in his twins' crimes,
but those were never answered.
These were never proven. He was able to...
Which means, just like me and this guy, me and Rob here are going to live long, happy, prosperous lives.
at these rumors and enjoyed a long, prosperous life on Sodor. In that time, he would marry a wonderful woman who gave him 2 beautiful daughters. Things would get better for us, though it was a hard road to recovery. We were very happy to see the end of 1965, and I'm pleased to say the years ahead were much brighter and filled with many changes. But those are stories for another day.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Stories of Sodor episode, like the fallout from season 5's finale. I'm going to do another reaction tomorrow or so. So, see you soon. And remember, yes, quite.